Hello and welcome, this is rooflemonger. So the EVO 2019 main roster games have now been revealed. So these will be the headline games of EVO 2019. We do have 9 games this year that will be the headliners. So without any further ado, let's just talk about this before we get to the discussion. So the games that will be headlining this year will be Dragon Ball FighterZ, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, Soul Calibur 6, Mortal Kombat 11, and 2 somewhat surprise entrants, which we'll talk about here. Samurai Showdown, the 2019 reboot of the franchise, and Under Night in Birth EXE Late ST, otherwise known as UNIST for short. These will be your 9 main games for Evolution 2019. Not to say there won't be other games, because we'll talk about that too, but these will be the 9 main games. And also, they've already discussed which games will be going on Sunday, the final day. It's kind of a position of honor, and I can already see maybe a little drama propping up from this, but there always is, so whatever. Street Fighter 5, naturally, Street Fighter always closes the show. Smash Ultimate, Tekken 7, and BlazBlue Tag will be the final games for Sunday. So now with all this said here, let's talk some omissions. So obviously there's only 9 slots, not every game can make it in, but there are some omissions, some notable to say the least. So the first one is Dead or Alive 6 making the stage, the main stage. No, it's not, unfortunately. Perhaps the EVO Japan thing put a wrench into it, we don't know. But there will be what they're calling community tournaments, community championships now at EVO 2019. So these are basically just side tournaments before, but they're putting them on a bit of a higher pedestal. So if your game is not there, then there will be community tournaments. So Dead or Alive 6 will unfortunately have to make it as a community tournament, but still Dead or Alive 6 and other games will be represented at EVO through community championships. So at the very least we have that. Now, Guilty Gear XRD has been a mainstay for the last few years at EVO as well, and is unfortunately not returning. We do have UNIST and we have BB Tag, BB Tag being the more recent anime offering from Arc System Works for that style of game. So maybe, maybe it's this time to walk off into the sunset, who knows. But unfortunately, Guilty Gear will not be their main stage. Once again, Community Championship, Community Tournament, we can do it there. But this year, Guilty Gear's not making it, sadly. And when it comes to games not appearing at EVO, the big one everyone's probably going to be talking about, I'm sure it's going to be going on for quite some time, Smash Melee is not at EVO 2019. We have Smash Ultimate, but we do not have Smash Melee. I know there's going to be a lot of opinions on this. But for me personally, I gotta say, even though if you're a follower of the channel, it's well known I don't know too much about Smash. I gave Smash Ultimate a fair chance. I actually like my time with it, just not really a game for me. But I've made it fairly clear I'm not a fan of Smash Melee. I found the game to be dreadfully dull. So I personally am not going to be mourning its passing. Now that's obviously not the case for you, maybe, but it's had a long run. It's an old game, and we're moving on. There is no Smash Melee at EVO. Not to say there, or sorry, won't be main stage. I'm sure there'll be a Smash Melee presence with the community championships, community tournaments. But yeah, no main stage. It is now Smash Ultimate solely at EVO 2019. That said, whether you're for or against this definite change, because once again, Smash Melee has been a mainstay for many years. The memes are flowing now on Twitter. People are arguing left, right, on Twitter. So if you want to join the fight one way or the other, head to Twitter, because it's definitely happening right now. So now moving on from the exclusions, let's just talk the inclusions. Some of these are not shockers, to say the least. Obviously, Tekken returning, Street Fighter 5 returning, Dragon Ball FighterZ returning. This is the first year that would be Smash Ultimate, so of course it's there. Mortal Kombat 11, pretty much guaranteed lock. But let's talk about BlazBlue Tag. Had a first year. It's not a very large game. The community is ultra dedicated, though, so I'm happy BlazBlue Tag is made in. Soul Calibur 6, it did have an exhibition at EVO last year. The game was not fully out by the time EVO was rolling last year, but will now finally be making a main stage appearance. That's awesome. But yeah, the big story obviously has to be Samurai Showdown in UNIST. UNIST also very small but very passionate community, to say the least here. It's never really been a game I've known too much about, to be brutally honest with you. I've seen a lot of cool stuff out of it. I've seen a lot of good matches, even if I didn't fully understand a lot of the particulars, but that's awesome. And to me, the biggest surprise by a country mile is Samurai Showdown. Samurai Showdown has been in remission for many years, to say the least, right? So it's not a surprise that the new one was coming out, the reboot of the franchise. But I absolutely, if you were asking me to bet money, I never in a million years would have ever thought Samurai Showdown was making the EVO main stage. Me, personally, I'm ecstatic. I love it. I love it. I love it. I was looking forward to the release myself anyways, and it getting, you know, the biggest possible stage you can get not too long after its release. So a lot of people are going to be on very even playing grounds. But for it to get such a massive stage to showcase the game on a franchise that's been dormant for so long, I think that is absolutely, completely fantastic. Now, just to go back to a little bit of a sore spot here, so obviously some games didn't make it. That's a bit of a sore spot, even though they can show up in other side tournaments. Let's talk Sunday. So Sunday, there will only be 4 games. They're going down from 5 because they're aware Sunday's a grind. Sunday takes a long time to go through, as there's only the one stream. Everything's focused on the finals. So how it's going to work here is all the games that are on Sunday are going to have their grand finals on Saturday, and Sunday kind of just stands alone. So our 4 games on Sunday, our final day of EVO 2019, will be Street Fighter V, and not a shock to anybody, not a surprise to anybody, almost certainly the final game going on as well, as is pretty much tradition ever since the modern 2009 and up era. We do have here Smash Ultimate. Once again, this is the first year for the new Smash, so that is very fitting. Tekken 7. Tekken 7's done very well at EVO. Actually has been gaining entrance, not just like slight decline as it usually happens with most games. And we have BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Now, the big thing, especially considering, you know, what this channel is and the games we usually tend to cover, the big thing is, where on earth is Dragon Ball FighterZ? Dragon Ball FighterZ last year was its debut year, and Dragon Ball FighterZ was the most attended and entered game in Evolution 2018. Had the largest stream presence, it had pretty much everything you think of. It was #1 in effectively every category, and it not being a Sunday Finals game in 2019 EVO, honestly, kind of reeks of a bit of a snub. And I mean, I'll do everything to BlazBlue Tag, but BlazBlue Tag making it in over Dragon Ball FighterZ, it just seems very odd, to say the least. Now, honestly, it's not much point, you know, wasting breath about it, because these decisions are final. It's not like it's going to suddenly change. You know, that's not going to happen. But it just seems incredibly odd, considering the phenomenon that Dragon Ball FighterZ was last year. And Mortal Kombat 11 as well. Honestly, I would have never expected to be a Sunday game anyways. NRS games never are, you know, quote-unquote main presence games, despite being, you know, main games at EVO. There's always been a weird amount of friction between EVO and the NRS community, so I know some people are going to be incredibly disappointed that Mortal Kombat 11 is not going to be a Sunday game, but I will say I am in no way, shape, or form surprised about that. Now, with all this in mind, I do have to say, personally, I do think this is a pretty strong year for EVO. While, you know, some games are missing, if you want to put it that way, and we have some new, very unexpected entrants. Overall, fantastic run of gamut here. We have, you know, anime represented, we have 3D represented, we have new and old represented. Overall, I think it is a very strong roster for Evolution 2019. The only thing that would mar anything here is just people being people here. People will complain about Smash Melee leaving, for better for ill. And, you know, once again, you can hold your own opinions on if you think that's for the best or not. People will be mad about no Dragon Ball FighterZ Sunday. I mean, even me personally, I'm like kind of thinking, what's going on here about that? Definitely a lot of people will be mad about no Mortal Kombat 11 Sunday, although once again, trends have shown that's just how that works with NRS at EVO. But overall, I do have to say this is a very strong year. I personally am looking forward to it. I personally would very much love to attend this year. I've never actually made it to an EVO before. We'll see how it works out. Everyone knows the old meme, everyone FGC's broke. I'm basically no exception myself. So we'll see how that goes out if I can get the finances go, because I would love to go, especially with this year here. Dragon Ball FighterZ, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, these are all things I actually care quite a bit about. So we'll see how that works out. Anyways, that is it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this video has found you well, and hey, go out and watch EVO, and if you can, go out and attend EVO.